Welcome back. Time now to get real. And we're doing things a little different tonight because in just a moment, I'm going to be joined by someone who has earned this country's respect this week after she put her credibility on the line, heck, the safety of her own life on the line earlier this week when she gave her sworn affidavit testimony in front of lawmakers in Michigan. If you watch those hearings here on OAN, I'm sure you remember her. If not, take a look. In this clip, you're going to see a Democrat, Representative Harris, go a little back and forth with the committee chair, arguing about the proceedings and pretty much calling these folks liars. That's when this brave patriot speaks up.
I would like to point out that every single witness we've presented here has sworn an affidavit as to all of these facts.
If it is a lie, it may change because a liar has to have a lot of memory power. If it is truth, you can ask me in the middle of the night, it'll still be the same.
All right. And I want to clap with those folks for Hema Reddy joining me now, business owner, poll challenger that night at the now very hotly contested TCF, TFC, whatever they call it, center in Detroit, where we know illegal activities happened. Ma'am, welcome to the show. You are a true patriot and hero. Thank you for standing up.
Thank you so much, Dan, for giving me this opportunity, and thank you for that introduction.
Well, I watched it live. I watched what that several of those legislators in Michigan did, how they attacked you, but especially Miss Harris, and the way from her tone to her demeanor, and then pretty much calling you guys liars. No one would want to put themselves through what you, Miss Carone, and the other folks around this country have put themselves through by coming forward. Just tell the viewers out there what it's been like. I know you get death threats. They're trying to ruin your business, ruin your life.
It is, see, the whole reason I even put myself there is because of this whole hate rhetoric that has been going on in this country right now. I mean, I understand we've all been dealing with COVID, but set that aside, but and the whole BLM thing, and then this whole race attack, trying to patronize certain, people of certain skin color. And not because they have the best interests of these people, but because they want to use the hatred. And, hate wins elections. It happens in many countries. And I see that they've used it really effectively here, too. And the thing that bothered me the most is that I feel like white male people have become the minority now because they are not allowed to say anything. Anything they say is used against them. And that is what I witnessed at TCF. They were literally targeted, specifically targeted. And they were just taken out in handcuffs. And all these poll workers standing up, cheering, Democrats cheering, to me just was like heartbreaking, saying that these are all fellow Americans. I mean, I would not want to see anybody taken out in handcuffs, especially when they haven't done anything illegal. They're just volunteering their time. They're just there to do a job, the job that is because a call to the nation, right? Trying to protect the election integrity. And for that, they're being punished like that. And that is what I thought was not fair, and I should speak up about it. And maybe a lot of people can't talk about it because, if you're a white person, anything you say is going to be used against you.
Oh, trust me.
I thought,
Hema, I know. Try being a straight, white, male conservative in this country in 2020. I'm a racist, sexist, homophobe, xenophobe, whatever the left can come up with an adjective, that's what they say. I'm none of those things. Millions of Americans that are similar to me are none of those things, but that's what they use every day the minute we just speak up and say who we are.
That is what works to shut you off because you don't want to be branded like that. So then I said, okay, what are you going to call me? Racist? Did you ever see me? What are you going to call me now? So that's why I said, okay, let me just put myself in front of all this and see what people say. And you won't believe that people are trying to leave reviews on my business saying that your CEO is a racist. So today I asked, we were just debating, my staffer just asked one of the ladies, do you even know my CEO is like an immigrant? So how can she be a racist? These people don't just know because some House rep went on M Live and just called me racist because I said all Chinese look alike. And I was saying that because in the context that many Americans think, Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, we all look alike, all Chinese, Korean, Japanese look alike. And it's okay to think that some certain sect of people look alike. So when I repeated that, now I am a racist.
A lot of us whiteys all look alike. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if you say that. No. I'm not going to call you racist. Real quick, because they're starting to wrap me up, Hema, and I wanted to end the show with you to remind folks, because kind of the main theme of the show tonight, besides touching on the lockdowns and the ridiculous lockdowns, rather, in some states still, we're obviously keying in on the election, and we did a bunch of clips from across the state of different folks who testified like yourself. Remind them again, you saw them kick out poll workers, which were mainly white, and what was other illegal activities that you said, hey, I have to stand up?
There were certain tables where they were entering ballots manually. They had a sticky note on them saying that not in EPB/S, which means not in election poll book or system. So they were entering them manually, like the name, the ballot number, and the address of the person with 1900 as the date of birth. And when I asked them, how is that you don't have it in the poll book or in the system, then why are you entering? So who's verifying what the date of birth of the person is, or who is actually verifying the signature? Because all the signatures were exactly alike, like a graph.
Wow.
And then they didn't have a date on the envelope was November 0-2020. So there was no date. So you can fill anything, November 1st, 2nd, 3rd. I said, it doesn't have a date, at which point they got really mad at me because I was noticing too many things. And then they said, okay, you know what? You're disturbing us. You're not letting us do our work. And then at which point I backed off because I don't want to be taken out, or, I don't want to be told that you can't be.
And didn't you see ballots where the numbers on them were almost in sequence, coming from the same streets and stuff?
Exactly.
That would never happen. They get mailed in from everywhere. They'd be all out of sequence.
Right, 2232, 34, 35, and they were all from a certain street in the downtown Detroit. And I'm like, how does this happen? These are mail-in ballots. They're supposed to come in all different numbers. They can't be in sequence unless somebody has really taken time to put them in sequence.
Right.
Somebody has an OCD. I can't really see why they would do that otherwise.
No, because they were all stacked up, ready to go. That's why.
Yep.
Hema Reddy, thank you for your courage. We got to go. I'm sorry we're out of time here in the show tonight. Please stay safe, you and your family. And again, I applaud you and commend you for coming forward and standing up for the country that you love, that you came to become an American. You truly are an American hero. Thank you, dear. That's going to do it for our show tonight, folks. Put it on the screen. We got to go. We're out of time. Want to get a hold of me over the weekend? Shoot us an email, social media, reach out. We'll see you on Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Until then, be proud, be safe, and God bless you.